Hey, what's up everybody? Here to bring you another video. This time is of the Mythic Legion's Deluxe Night Builder. Now, gotta honestly say it took me a while to do this because I've been wanting to do this one for a while. I've been having a blast just playing around, posing, and having fun, just really messing around with Mythic Legions. It's been a goddamn good time. And one of the crazy things about it is, I had an incomplete Night Builder, so it took me a few times, and after acquiring a few bodies, I was able to get a complete one, which is why now I can review it. A lot of the times when I was reviewing stuff, didn't realize that there was stuff incomplete or a wrong shield, and that rubs some people the wrong way. That doesn't bother me, but I do want to make sure I bring you guys accurate information. So, after scouring Source Horsemen, being in the Cabal, there's been a ton of people helping me. I have a complete Night Builder, as well as some incomplete Knights, so they look good in photos. I think that's the best thing we all looking forward to, including myself. Yeah, so let's bring you guys up to speed with the Deluxe Night Builder. One of the craziest things that I've enjoyed about this guy is you don't have to have the same look. That goes for any Mythic Legion, but I think with this guy in particular, you can have a bunch of different customizable looks. Now, we already know Articulation, and I want to go over that, but I'm also kind of like, let's do something a little different here. We already know our Articulation and what we're getting. What I really want to show you guys and put some emphasis on is the swappability with this. Now, I'm going to very quickly go over what you can do with each style, I guess, and try to just go over the basic stuff. This is the bare bones body with my variation of which I like it. I'm not going to say this is the version that I like out of the box, but yeah. So this is the bare bones version, and we can look up. We can't look down because this is the pointy bucket head helmet. We can tilt side to side. We have a bunch of extension going around. We have our belly articulation. Our arms with this version of the armor, because of what's going on, this is about as far up as you'll get without breaking anything. You can rotate around though, and you have your single joint articulation, your gauntlet stuff. Your legs can go forward and can go backwards, so you can plie away. You have your awesome ankle pivot articulation, and you have your 90-degree angle with thigh swivel here. I want to go over that quickly because one of the cool things that I like I said about this, is the customability. Like, you don't have to have the same thing over and over. You can actually have a very good time of just playing with this guy, just swapping around parts. Now, this is my normal one that I have swapped in here. Now, even with what we have here, you can do stuff like if you want to change the top of his helmet where you add different insignias. And I'm going to try to go over this from top to bottom, different stuff. So there's different insignias. What I want to do is I'm going to pop the head off. I'm going to wiggle out this neck peg because it's definitely in there tight. Let's pop that back on. On the bucket helmet here, let's go over our options. You can have this version here. You can do this version. As you can see, they're different pieces. You can have a plume in case you want to do the traditional knight look or be somewhat of a Templar. And we have my favorite version, which is just the spiky top. I kind of just leave that on there. I can push it all the way in, but that's going to be some trouble taking it out. I just want to show you guys as an example. Then what we have here is we have a different helmet, which is the traditional knight helmet that you get, right? You can do the same things with these. Obviously, they'll have a different look, but as you can see here, you can do the same. I suggest you either add the spike or the plume. Those will probably give you the best looks that you want out of these guys. And here's now, I'll pop the head on now. As you can see here, you get a completely different look and feel for this guy. Rounded up already. So that actually changes your look too. One of the other things you do, and again, gonna have to pop this out, is that you can actually change this neck peg here. So what you can do is you can take this out and you can add something to cover in this piece here, or you can leave it naked if you want. You can have a naked neck to not protect yourself, or you can have an extra piece here to kind of plug in and then just sit here. So you can have a different look for all of the times. So if you want, now look at you, completely different looks, right? Let's pop this off. Let's leave this on. and let's talk about our torso/midsection. Now, one of the cooler things here is that I was actually smart enough to prep myself, and I'm gonna use a different body to show you guys. We can actually, as you can see here, these are something that you can have. You can change around the body. And this is what it comes with, because I'm gonna show you guys in a second. Even change the waist guards. You can change the top piece, as you can see here. I just wanna make sure I showed you guys this. Now, even with this, I'm gonna take this out, wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, waiting for that pop. There we go. This piece is actually really cool because if you have swords, which I'm gonna show you a dagger and a sword, you can use these to slide weapons through the sides like holsters to carry on your sides. So this is really cool that you can get this piece here. So you can place this here on this waist. And as you can see here, he can hold his weapons. I'm just gonna leave it like that to show you, but you guys kind of get the drift of what I'm going. Well, the grift or the gist, sorry, gist. I'm all over the place with my words and I apologize. Now, what we also get is we get a bunch of interchangeable front pieces. As you can see, this is the standard one that I left on, but you'll get a couple of different waists, which is I think are pretty cool, is that, where did they go? So this is another one of the waists that you'll get. So this one is going to be different from the more triangular one. As you can see here. And you can pop that on, right? As you can see, there's nothing covering this part. You'll get several pieces to show what you want to do. So I'm going to put on each one so you guys can see what's up. So we started off with this one. So you can have the option to use this lower waist. But let's pop that out. You can also use this one. Pop that out. We can use a very short one. And even if you want to use a short one, again, these are just a bunch of different options that you can use to have your knight the way that you want. And I think that this is what's really cool about the knight builder that I think is probably making it one of my favorite pieces. So we've chosen 4, and then including that one, that makes 5 different pieces that you can choose from with this. And then still kind of just swap a body on and do what you want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna get back to our original body. Just pop this on. And then we still get 2 different versions of the shoulder pauldrons. So I'm gonna pop on one of them on each side so you guys can see. You'll have the shorter ones, which look pretty cool, depending on whatever design you want. Then you have the round, bigger ones for more protection. So we have 2 different ones here. And you can see you can choose the kind of design you want to do. So let's pop this off. And leave him bare bones again. Let's rotate this guy around. Last but not least, you'll get weapons. So you actually get a lot of those too, as well. So you do get a shield. And you'll get it on the 1.0 handle that wraps around the wrist. You'll get a large broadsword. You'll get your shorter sword. You get a dagger. You'll get a one-sided axe, but you'll have the option to change it to a double-sided axe. And you get a piece to wrap around or store your weapons how you want, whether it's on your back, around your waist, any which way you want. So you actually get a ton and ton and ton of accessories with this, guys, that honestly, this was one of those really dope pieces I really screwed myself and missed out on and didn't know about. So I'm very happy to own some now. And I think that I'm very fortunate to be able to get some. So I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite Mythic Legions pieces, just for its originality and giving you what you want. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna back it on up like a U-Haul truck, and I'm gonna get into size comparisons. Now that we're jumping into size comparisons, let's talk about that. Let's go by going what he looks like next to some Mythic Legions, and then we're gonna do what he looks like next to some other lines. First and foremost, let's compare him up with Thord. He's a dwarf, so as you can see size-wise, dwarves and knights, obviously a different size. Here he is next to an ogre. So you guys can see what it looks like next to an ogre. Then we have a similar 1.0 body here with a skeleton. As you can see, the 1.0s all share similar bodies. That's totally fine with what they have going on. I think it's pretty smart. Let's remove these 3 guys, right? Jump to the next set of guys here. Then we have 2.0 bodies and women's bodies. So here we are with a 2.0 skeleton. As you can see, they're a bit smaller, but they're also barefoot. Then you have the women's 2.0's bodies. And I think these sides are actually a bit better. I want to get her to stand, but might have a lot of weight on her. There we go. And then we're going to compare to a 1.0 barbarian body, right? So I really think we have a lot of nice stuff going on size-wise with these guys. Not all the same, but also not all that different, right? Now we're going to compare these guys with some other lines. Just like I did with Haganon, I want to actually add on Hellboy. Because again, I feel like Hellboy really fits into this element here. You can have a grand old time with this, right? Then we have a Mezco Me, in case I ever get transported back in time or to the land of Mythos. Looking good. Night don't fall, don't fall. Then we have a NECA Evil Dead Demon Spawn because, you know, in the land of magic, you can get some evil bad guys, you know. We have an SHF Kamen Rider Kuga, which probably will never fight at night, but it's pretty cool in case you want to ever mix in a universe and see how other SHFs stack up next to these guys. If you are a Garo fan, I think you should definitely try to place your Garos in there. Fortunately, I don't have mine here, right? Then last but not least, we're going to do a Marvel Legends 6-inch Spider-Man. I don't know what my Black Knight is, but apparently, you know, if you can size a Spider-Man, you can get a similar look to it, the Black Knight. I really enjoy this line. I've been having a really fantastic time. And being able to talk about the Night Builder now that I have a complete one has been utterly fantastic. You can mix and match parts. You can have a great time mixing and matching. Unfortunately, because I missed out, these guys cost quite a bit of money now. So it sucks. But if you're able to just get on parts and just have a good time swapping and doing that, if you can get your hands on a Knight, I would highly suggest it. It's a super fun figure. Also, just because you can't get a Knight doesn't mean you can't mix and match with other stuff to get what you want and paint. That's another thing I've been having a lot of fun with too here with the line. So I gotta say, for those in the Cabal that have definitely been showing me tips and tricks, whether it's Walter or Nikki or Dennis Darby, I do appreciate you guys. So thank you so much. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the pleasant and wonderful things you say. I do appreciate you guys. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water. Later. One more thing I forgot, y'all, is that he also comes with a spear. In my excitement, I totally forgot. So I want to make sure I include that. Now back to taking pictures of this guy. Enjoy.